Anthem for Old Road. Through the doors and down the path, through the gate and down the road.
The loaders and the barrows went.
The Harveys and the Gollops went.
The Rossiters, whose sons left home so daringly.
The postman brought letters from men he knew.
What are they telling us?
As through the letterbox they fell, of number 6 and number 12.
Of number 10 and 18. As parents in the living rooms read their news, not knowing what was unspoken.
Not knowing who will live.
Not knowing who will not come back.
Here, where we walk down the same road, passing the roses, the light on the windows, thinking,
This door, this path, this gate, this hearth, the old road remembers.
So What Left Behind is a community play that has its origins in community stories, which we gathered over 2 years ago now. People were invited to bring objects which had special significance to them, related to the war, and this ranged from objects like trench art to people bringing bundles of letters, one of which we got had blood stains still and had been hidden away for nearly over 50 years, and medals, and also memories. And what we learnt from that was how significant these objects were and how they told very strong and often very poignant stories. Perhaps the most poignant of all was not medals or flags or anything like that, but a poem that a woman into her 80s had written, talking about the pain that her father had caused her as she was growing up in the 30s, and her mother as well, which she attributed to his shell shock.
God blown away! He never was worthwhile. Yes, Cole, I says.
Yeah, I think I've really enjoyed being in the production. It's brought a lot to me. I've really enjoyed all the people, I particularly enjoyed going through the coal market scene because it seems like it's really back in the time, and you get to, a slice of life back from 1916.
Fred Angel over there. Fred! Looking for Fred Angel.
Looking at me?
Fred?
Yeah?
Fred Angel, I found the telegram boy. He's been looking for you. Fred, you still here? Hi, Fred. I'm sorry, pal.
this one we just felt there should be a place for this to actually look at the legacy of war, and everything became focused on the legacy. So gradually we heard about a family who had lost 3 sons during the war, and they were called the Angel family. There was another family called the Loaders who lost 4, but I think we just, because of the name of angels, and there was a lot of mythology connected with angels in World War I as well. The Angel of Mons was the most famous one early on, but it was very regular occurrence that people thought they were seeing angels. So we kind of liked that idea and went with that too.
Yeah, I've learnt a lot from it, and yeah, it's been really good. The era's quite a tricky one, so we've been to like car boot sales, loads of charity shops, hiring shops, so we've kind of tried to search for the range of stuff.
Today I'm getting used to little basins of gold.
Diary of Olive Harcourt, Voluntary Auxiliary at Bowcroft Red Cross Hospital, 1916.
What I was about is actually getting you to look at your community you live in hopefully new ways that kind of lift the surface and try and look at some of the stories that have lain invisible for a long time. In this case, 100 years.
Lady Anna, are you all right?
Yes, Mr. Coles, yes. Why don't you look after our guests? Escort them out in a minute, while I take care of the children.
I'll do that.
Yes, you go on. You go on.
Yeah, it's good fun being in a team and having acting and being outside, talking to people, finding out about World War I and Wimborne, and recreating it.
I'm not an actor, and I just like to get involved behind the scenes. Yeah, I think it gives a great deal of fulfillment, and the benefit, of course, is we see all the scenes.
Oh, this is just too horrible. It's just like the dream I had last night. The way Amelia banged on the glass.
Hilda, calm. Hilda, what did you dream, dear?
I was playing a piece of music, one that Tom likes, and suddenly there was a big bang like an explosion, and the doors flew off the hinges, and a great wind blew. So I ran in, and there, on the mat, was a telegram the size of a big, white bedspread, with the words Tom Stone written in big, red letters. And I could see it was blood.
I think it just brings home to them that it is a community and that things happen that they're not aware of. I mean, all the productions that we've been involved with have been like that. Everybody said the same thing. I didn't know that. Or, which is really nice, that's me, I said that bit. And I think that's really powerful.
I've noticed the variety of people in the company is just huge, you know, young and old, from all walks of life as far as I can tell. And it must be an incredible social cohesion force for this area.
It's nice to meet other people, young people who have the same interests as you, and to show people how the war happened and what happened in it.
He must be getting some insight into the effects of war, because I am myself, just listening to the stories, particularly listening to it, night after night and several times. You get a lot of food for thought. It's very touching, very touching.
I hope the audience doesn't just think, oh, it's great to see the community participating. I think that's what we don't want. There can be a danger in that, obviously, with community theatre. But we do aim to the highest standards so that the audience actually are affected by the aesthetics and the general skill level of the performance as well, because that is really important for us. So it's not just enough to be part of a worthy enterprise. People are interested in history, I think, particularly when it comes alive and it's not just abstract.
John Angel, 5th Dorset, killed in action 7th of August 1915 at Gallipoli. George Angel, 5th Dorset, survived bullet wound at Gallipoli, died of wounds 27th of September 1916 at the Somme. Harry Angel, 6th Dorset, killed in action 23rd of August 1918 at the Somme. Frederick Angel, Royal Garrison Artillery and Royal Engineers, survived the war.
What they left behind, some small things, and some more weighty. What she left behind, some small things, and some more weighty. What shall they do with them, their things, and their memories?